Hi guys, welcome to Fuck Your Face Friday. This is a special edition for Papa Chad's birthday. So me and Kyle went out and we got him a cake and we got him food that he wanted. We got food for the whole house and our special guest. We got a little bit of snacks as well, and now we're on our way to the liquor store to get ready for Fuck Your Face fucking Friday. It's chaotic.
Hello? Telephone. Hello? What's going on? Thank you. Yeah, we just started our podcast, so you're in the middle of a podcast now. Yeah, we just started.
Say hi.
Fucking Facebook, it's your birthday.
Hey, you know what time it is?
Marco!
Podcast.
Hey you guys, we're back with the Knockout Theory Fuck Your Face Friday, Papa Chad's birthday edition. And we have a special guest today, Dano, aka Wild One.
Tell him that. I told him.
Dano, our guest, he has actually not listened to our last two podcasts, so...
I got kids, that's a fucking job in itself.
True.
I got a lot to listen to. Schedule.
So, I guess today is... What is it?
Fuck Your Face Friday!
Oh yeah.
Fuck Your Face Friday! Papa Chad's birthday, holla!
Whoop whoop!
Whoop. Call me Big Papa.
Love it when I call my Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you will.
Whip your dick everywhere.
So what shall we talk about today, people?
Oh, I don't know, Dan. What's on your mind? Because I like to pick people's minds. And that's how we started.
Yeah.
That's
What's
what
on your
started
mind?
Mastermind from taking over the world.
Oh, you're pinky in the brain.
That's it.
Which are you, pinky or the brain? Yeah, I wouldn't say I was pinky.
I don't know, I got a little pinky in me every now and then. It's like, hey, what's this red button for? I don't know. Let's push that motherfucker find out.
Only pinky that's on me is when my tongue's inside that pinky.
No, that's the little man in the boat. He's not pink, he's hairy. Where do we go from there?
So, Kayla, let's talk about our merch a little bit.
Oh yeah, we do. We have merch dropped sooner than expected, just like the cap that Dano just dropped in the moonshine.
My bad,
So-
fellas.
No, you're good. So, we dropped masks, t-shirts, and we are doing a bundle where you can get a mask and a t-shirt, $25.
Yeah.
They are a lot of our sayings, like shit's wild. We have Fuck Your Face Friday. We have Shut the Fuck Up and Buy.
Shut the fuck up and bye.
Yep, masks and t-shirts. So get them. They're on the site that we're gonna post in the podcast link, podcast bio. So go check them out.
I bought one. Ta-ta.
So on the last Fuck Your Face Friday, I talked about going to the strip club and stuff like that, and then we never got to finish the story. You know, after the strip club, we went to an all-night bar. But on the way to the all-night bar, I got my cousin, he was there, and he's gonna fill you on his look of it, what happened.
Is he interested? Let's see. We're shutting up the bar. First of all, he comes in. He tries to trick me. My mother's with him. By the way, I had to hire my mother to be the, what do you want to say, the house mother. She makes sure that the strippers aren't in the back room making money and doing all kinds of crazy things they aren't supposed to do, which can get us a fine. So, anyways, my cousin decides he's going to sneak in. I ain't seen him about 20 years. Last time I seen him was a little runt. I said, okay. I'm waiting there, but I got a tip off. I ain't gonna lie. I got a tip off. I got friends all over town. My mom tries to be slick, but I know everybody. So anyways, he sneaks in there and he goes, give me a drink. And I kept ignoring him. I said, yeah, I'm going to go down here, this other thing. Finally, he says, look here, goddammit. I said, I need a fucking beer. And I said, look, we don't serve goddamn Orlandos in this place. Motherfucker about shit his pants. Because I know who everybody is. But anyways, it started out that way. Next thing I know, I'm worried about, okay, I got to put all the music on for the strippers. I look, wait, where's my cousin? And I'll be damned if the heavy set girl that happens to work at the strip club, the only one, decides to be over there where they're at, and he's got the other little hot hookers, and they're trying to hook up with his wife, and they're going to make some, they're going to make something happen. But anyway, something ended up popping off in between, which we got this guy, this nerdy guy with glasses, decides he's going to jump up and find the biggest stripper he can and say, look here, you fat bitch. It did not happen well. Now, I got to bounce this guy out of the bar, mind you, and he's going, I am very sorry, but the chick that you just insulted will whip my ass, and it's not happening. You are leaving this bar right now. Needless to say, the guy's got me by the balls. Literally, he grabbed me by the balls because I pinned him to the ground, and on the way of removing him from the bar, he's holding a hold of my nuts. I have him pinned to the ground. This is no bullshit. Finally, I said, if you do not let go of my balls, I will break your neck. And I'm pretty much to the point where I can pretty much pull his neck out. And the guy says, okay, I give up. Now he stands up and walking out. He decides at the very end he's going to argue with the heavyset stripper, who is no joke. I am afraid of, and I've bounced a lot of people out of bars, but you do not fuck with a heavyset stripper who has a complex problem, okay? Anyways, we get to the door, the guy's calm. Chad's walking right behind me. It's the first time he's seen me in 20 years. Now I got to do everything in this bar. Manage it, watch it, bartend, you name it. Now I'm walking this guy out thinking, okay, let go of my balls, everything's good, I ain't gonna rip somebody's neck out. We get outside the door, I forget what the guy says, and I could not believe it. It was something like, fuck your mother. And look, I'm a very calm guy, but you don't fucking put my mother down, she didn't do nothing to you. I turned around and hit the guy so hard in the face that his glasses lens turned around sideways and literally stuck in the side of his nose. The shit you know, that's Chad. Yeah. And he says, I'm calling the police. I said, well, go ahead. I says, I removed you and you keep trying to come in my bar. And I've had enough, okay? So call him if you want. Yeah, I hit you. I walked back in the bar. I shit you not if the guy didn't come walking in behind me. And I said, okay. So I hit him again. Now that glass that's sitting in his face straight goes in there sideways, almost pops his damn eyeball out. Then the cops come. They finally come there and see that the guy won't stop. His eyes hanging out. What do you want? He's still trying to get in the bar.
What the
After insulting a fat, well, excuse me to say fat, I mean, she was plump. She was a pretty girl and very smart.
She's pretty.
But she was mean, and she was one of those, if she hits you, it's like being hit by a man.
Yeah, like, don't fuck with me.
Pretty much. And so it was either that man had to leave or I had to deal with her. And I pretty much said, well, he could kill me. It'd probably be better than what the fuck she would have done to me.
That's where I remember as
Yeah,
you're like Danny's.
Weird.
But they had respect for me. I knew that was disrespectful. She knew. She came to me. She was respectful enough. Like, I'm going to beat this man's ass. And I'm pretty sure she probably would have killed him. So you got a choice. You can go easily with me.
Either way, if he was being weird, she had the right to be like, get the fuck out of this.
Well, he had no reason to even do it. If Chad will tell you, everything was going great. The whole bar was having fun. And, Chad's up there.
There's always that one guy,
It's Chad's birthday, and of course, we got like strippers all up in his face, and they're looking at me, and I'm like, that's my cousin, take care of him. Pretty soon, all I know is like 3 of them. He's got, hey, I got 3 of them. They want to come home. We got, the girl, we're going.
That one, Skylar, she walked up and said, after a while, she goes, I just want her. I said, you don't get her without me. It didn't happen.
That was the girl that likes to dance every morning. The first song I heard every morning opening the bar because I had to type each girl's dance routine into a computer, right? So when I open up and I turn all the power on and everything, the computer starts where it's supposed to start. The Red by Chevelle was her song.
Yes.
And it was always the first song to play every morning when I opened that damn place up.
I love that fucking song. Kyle loves that song.
I love that song too. It is a good song. So, Cheerios to you, my cuz. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And everybody turn it back out. It is the she.
Papa Chad 2020.
You got it, baby. Doing apple pie moonshine.
So what I remember of that is that all that happened, and then you said, hey, stay outside, make sure the guy will come in. Taxi is on his way. So we stayed out there. The guy was being an asshole. You know, I'm like, there's no point beating this guy up. He's so fucking drunk and he don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
And he's like, I'm gonna sue all of you. I'm like, sir, have a good day. Eventually the taxi pulled up. He got in and he left. I'm pretty sure nobody ever heard about him ever again.
Yeah, I've never seen him after that.
Then we went back to the bar in the strip club and it was on.
It was on. Till the after hours club. Then I had to shut down because we were in part of town just outside of Daytona. What is it called there? Think of it, Holly Hill. It was in the Holly Hill area, and that was oh gosh, I can't think of the name of the club at the time. God. But anyways, we're leaving. I'm closing up the bar. And I lock everything up. I said, we're going to go to the after hours club. Well, Chad's lit. So he's in there with his girlfriend. They're already in the car. But I'm driving his car. My mom's watching the kids. So I says, okay. My boss says, well, I'll drive the van. He leaves the van. I'm with Chad. I got to drive their car. Well, I'm like, where's Chad? They're already in the car. Only mind you, it's a half a back seat. It's like it's got a big ass baby seat on one side. All I know is I looked in there and old girl's back was against the baby seat. Feet were touching the window, and I got Chad's big white ass back in the window. Now I'm driving, mind you, to the After Hours Club down Nova Road outside of Daytona Beach. As we're going there, I'm like, Chad, could you please quit smacking your bald ass against the goddamn window because we're gonna get pulled over. And how am I gonna explain this? Okay, we're getting to the After Hours Club. Needless to say, he starts humping away. Okay, we get there. Now we pull in the After Hours Club. He's like, what's this? Okay, we got to bring our own alcohol, but we know people. So I got alcohol. Wink, wink. It's already in the bar. We go in this sumbitch. The first thing I know is I got this, I guess it's what I call a fan favorite because I work the After Hours Clubs. So she follows me around. Good piece of ass. Don't hate to say it, but yeah, she always showed up everywhere. End up in the bathroom with her. Then I come out of there. And this little guy I know, he comes up to me and says, hey, he just hands me a package. This is how people work, you know, it's back in the day. I'm like, well, shit, this guy just gave me a gram of cocaine. I'm like, hey, Chad, come here. He goes, what? He's having a hell of a time, you know. He ain't seen no shit like this, you know. Nobody's partying at fucking 3 in the morning and everything's closed down. We're at the After Hours Club. So here, Chad, next thing I know, the guy behind the bar, the owner, say, hey, Dan. He's big. He's from Italy. He's legal as it is any goddamn ways. He looks at me and says, "You got to get him out the bathroom, man. Get him out the bathroom." What do you mean the bathroom? So I go bang him. Chad, you in that bathroom? That's the last I see my cocaine. All I know is Chad, quit beating up the bathroom. Come on. I'm not beating up the bathroom. I'm beating up. Chad, come on, get out the bathroom. God damn it. So I finally get this sumbitch. I think it was like, I don't know. We end up going back to the club after I closed my club down. I got the keys. Fuck it. We're going to open it up. I'm the one that runs this fucking
I think when we walked down that all-night bar at like
9
so
we
o'clock
go back.
in the morning.
We go like, it's like fucking,
It was sun.
like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's just sun's just about to come up. So we go back. We're in there. I'm like, I'm going to go to sleep. So I go up to the office. I go to sleep. I'm in there passed out. Next thing you know, I get a call in the morning. You know, Chad, my mom comes, calls me. Says, okay, Chad, I wake everybody up. They're all going back to the house. Get their kids. I go back in and go to sleep now. I'm like, fuck, man, I still got to open this fucking bar again today, right? I go to sleep. These guys already on their way home, wherever they're at. And I get a call from my boss going, you wouldn't believe the video I got on my fucking camera in the VIP room. And I'm thinking, thank God there wasn't a black light in there because the fucking diseases that were in that son of a bitch.
So what was happening in the VIP
all
room?
they see on the VIP camera is 2 feet sticking up in the air and the back of Chad's bald ass head is going to town. Hey, baby, and she's hollering. She says, you want me to play the video for you? No, ma'am, I pretty much know I'm wrong. Fucking bullshit. I said, so am I fired? She goes, well, goddamn no, because you're the only fucking person I know that can do all this. So, but damn it, can we not let this happen again? I said, well, it might be 20 years before he comes back. We might have a break.
Well, fuck, dude. That was me and Fran's best time of our whole life. She still thinks about that. We still talk about that. Like, holy fuck. Who gets to live that dream? You know? How many people can you say, hey, I fucked in the strip club after hours? After you go to a after hours bar all night.
Yeah.
Come back to the strip club, fucking in the
On
strip club.
camera and not get paid for it.
You know, I
God damn it!
Didn't get paid for that. You
No.
should get the copyrights, god damn it.
And to this day, she says, hey, they still have the video?
Sponsored by the Knockout Theory.
Hell yeah, dude, that's the best time of my fucking life. Nuts.
We were a lot younger then, mind you. I am 50 now, and I got a wife and kids. I was single then, and
Yeah, I was 26.
I
man,
was
dude.
in
I'm
my
44.
30s. I was
Holy
in my
fuck.
30s.
You're
I was
like my
26
age.
then. I'm 44 now. That's how long it was.
Yeah, I
Wow.
was in my 30s. I was in my 40s yet. I was still in my 30s.
I've done some crazy shit that some people will never have a chance to do.
That's awesome.
And I tell you what,
Should we tell them about the time I had to send the After Hours Club to our house because they had a ball?
Yes!
Oh, wait, to my house. Chaz comes down, stays with me. You know, I come and stay with him in Michigan. And I said, well, fuck it, come on, man, come on down. You have a blast, right? Well, the lady, I'm having to share a house with a woman, and we're roommates, and she's a nurse, and she's a big heavyset woman. And she's got like alien software computers, so Chad's there all day while I'm at work, you know, I gotta run my clubs and stuff. So Chad comes down with this is a blast. And I says, Chad, I'm closing the bar, I'm sending some people to the house, right? That's all I said. He didn't hear nothing for a couple hours because it takes a while to close everything down where I'm at.
Right.
So pretty soon I says, hey, Bubba. I got a big old country friend of mine down south. I said, Bubba, take the party to the house. And I got the vice president of the Outlaws, you know. I support my local Outlaws. I hope you all know that. But anyways, I send him to the house. I said, go to the house. I'll be there. So I got all the after hours club exists of this basically. When you run an after hours club, you go and I have to pay dividends. Like I go and I spend my money throughout the night. I start at like 6 o'clock at night till 12 o'clock, and then at 2 all the bars close. Okay, but at 12 o'clock I go and I open the after hours club. But I pay tribute to all the other bars, and me and my boss, the owner of the club, we'd go. That would be our thing, and we talk to the strippers and the you know, the managers and the people that don't get to have fun. They're waiting on people throughout spring break, everything. But they gotta have somewhere to go, you know, right? So now we go and we pay our children. We spend money with them. We do. I mean, there ain't nothing. And the tip, you know, you go anywhere in this world, let me tell you something. I don't care if you're an entertainer, what you are, people might envy you, whatever. Always be a good tipper. People deserve it.
oh,
Yeah.
I get tips.
I don't give a shit how you look at that. When I go somewhere, I could be broke as a joke. If I could give you a $20 tip and still have 20 bucks in my fucking pocket, I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah. I'm
You
a
know
big
why?
tipper.
Because you deserve it. Because I'm not sitting there with an empty drink. Now, if I'm sitting there 20 minutes and I'm looking, you ain't asked me, and my shit's getting low, yeah, I'm going to look at you, but I'm still going to tip you.
See, I tipped.
I'll just give you a $5 tip instead of $20. But it ain't
I'll tip
nothing to
you
give you a
20%, but I'm not gonna. But I'm not gonna do.
I don't
extra.
go by that percentage thing. If you're being good to me, I'm being good to you. I'm out spending money anyways. Ain't nothing to drop a 20, 50, whatever, however you're feeling that night and what you got to spend. Your servers and your people that come to you and they wait on you, they're doing this, and especially in after hours.
Yeah, I
club.
used to be
We
in a
used to
bar.
have this. I want to get this out here for people to understand this. Now you know the Digital Underground. Everybody knows who they are, right?
Mhm.
They are the cheapest piece of shits I've ever had as stars ever come into an after hours club. Closed down the bar. My wait staff waited on hand and foot. Closed the main doors. Everything. You have whatever you want.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. You don't even have to pay for your drinks. Just tip the wait staff. That's all we asked. And they were the worst tippers I've ever had in my life. I
Well,
have
Digital
forgotten.
Underground, you are cheap.
Yes, you are. That's how things work in this life. I don't care where you are. If you got money like that and you're out there spending, it ain't nothing to say here. You know, these people they're there after hours. They have kids. They have everything in their life going on besides that. But they're there entertaining you. And they're giving up what they have to do that. So what is it to say, hey, here's 20 bucks. I could be the brokest motherfucker in there and I've seen them tip better. You know what I'm saying? That's how that
Yeah.
works.
It
Because
is.
you know the people around you that are take care of you, and when you're in there doing your evil or whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
you know, you're being you.
Yeah.
You're letting your inner demons out.
Yeah.
Them people are taking care of you. You could pass out on that floor, and that server that you didn't tip might be the one that saves your life. Pick you up off the floor, get you out of your stupor, get you home safe.
Yeah.
And I've seen it happen. I've seen wait staff take people home.
Or cut you off and
That's-
you don't even realize that
Right.
you're so drunk.
And they get mad next day. They come back and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry I caused such a scene. Thank you for being the way you were. Took my keys." You know? And look, it's giving me goosebumps because that's what our wait staff in bars like that need to understand.
They're a form of social worker in a
Yes.
way.
You're an
like a
entertainer and you
therapist.
come into a place like that, you should be a great tipper, a great respected patriot.
Yeah.
Because you're American just like any person. I don't care who you are. But when you get like that and you think you're rich and you think, "Oh, I don't have," who are you as a person?
The best tippers are the ones that
Right
came
or
from
wrong.
the worst. You know?
Even if you're famous, remember that always in life. Remember where you came from. Not always could you be able to give more than $1 tip,
Yeah.
let alone a 50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So think about that in your mind. Be that person. Think where you came from before you act in life, no matter what. And you know me, cuz I love you. And no matter what, I'm proud of you, man. You have a good head on your shoulders.
That's where I say, you know, if every one person went and did waitressing for a couple weeks,
Just do it.
they'll realize, like,
You
wow,
see how
that really
much
means
work
a lot
it really
to people
is.
that don't have nothing. You know, I got a friend that waitresses.
Man, I remember getting a
That's her
$2
job. She
tip and be
loves it.
so happy, like, "Hey, thank you," you know?
Yeah, it
Come
means
on.
something. We're like, you know, it really means something to these people.
Yeah, that's great,
You know,
man.
this time of need with COVID and stuff, these people need that extra money.
Especially
You get
with
to be
COVID.
there, like being like, okay, so I worked in a bar for 2.5 years, and before that I worked at IHOP. So it was such like a family environment being IHOP. I had a character, like you know, like you had to be. We had to clap and sing for birthdays, and we had to be like extra about like the way we made kids pancakes, and like we had to present it. It was a really presenting job, and I went from that to working at a bar, and then it was like. I've seen that, like, even teachers, like, it just hit me. I was 18 when I started working there.
Right.
And, no, I was 19, I believe. 19 and 20. So I never got to drink there. But I do now, like, before COVID. But when I was working there, I'd go there, and it was just a different environment. Being presented into the bar world, and then, like, because I was young still.
Right.
So, like, I couldn't even legally drink, and I just, like, started to understand, like, that kind of stuff, and, like, exposed to that kind of nightlife.
Right,
So,
and
like,
it is a rough world. It's dangerous too, but
and I was
you
just
wouldn't
so
believe.
shocked by the way
I've
people
had,
were.
this is no joke, when I did it, even though I ran another club, I'd have girls call me from the strip club and say, "Dan, I'm going to come up there, and I got this guy that's following me." You know what I'm saying? And they all respected me for that. And you could go anywhere in that town, and they'll tell you to this day, Dano was the best on that. I didn't allow that to happen because I thought of it like this. It could be my sister. It could be my cousin. It could be my mom.
Yeah.
You know, screw you. That's how fucked up this world is.
Yeah.
But you got to have respect for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these girls, and I remember, I swear to you, guys used to come up and go, "My God, you got 2 or 3 girls." You know, this one guy, I slept with a lot of strippers. Don't, you know, not to put them down or anything like that. But it was a mutual thing, and it was on an agreement. Everybody was having fun. But, like, my roommate used to tell Chad all the time, "My boyfriend envies him. I damn 2 or 3 strippers leave his room." You know, a lot of girls used to come over just to sleep. But half the time I had to go pick them up because they had a stalker or somebody following them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like my sister, just come to the house. And they'd sleep in the same bed and everything. You know, it's just about respect. I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
how we were
give
at the
how
bar.
much you want to be as a player, as a man. A real man understands that. It could be your sister, it could be your, you know what I'm saying? Look at it like that.
I
I
thought
know
one
she's
time-
a female, and yes, there's hot females, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
And all guys think similar alike. But when you get an age like mine, you see enough of that, you learn to respect it as, it could be my sister, it could be my daughter, it could be my cousin, my little cousin, you know what
Or
I
it's
mean?
like we're just people too. Like you
Right.
wouldn't want that to happen to you.
Right.
You know, if it was if you were in that shoes.
There's times and places for things. Girls flirt, they let you know. You know when you're on the right path with a chick, you know what I'm saying? Then you know when you're overdoing it or being creepy. Now if you're following me around for 2 hours, you ain't said nothing, and I've been to 3 bars, I turn around and I see you there. Well, hello. Hey, look here, buddy, you got issues.
Yeah.
Does your mom live in a big creepy house looks like Bates Motel in front of
I
it?
fucking
You
get
know what
it.
I'm saying?
That's the guy that takes a picture of you and goes home with pieces of meat.
And I swear to God, I
Stop,
literally...
it's like a blurry picture of the back of your head. Your
Isn't
hair is
it
just
creepy though? It's like, what the
It's like
fuck
a
is going on
sidelines
there?
of your one
You know what I
ass
mean?
cheek, your left ass cheek, and
It
like your
puts some
hair.
lotion on its skin. You know what I mean? Kind of creepy shit. Holy
The
cow.
next day they text you like, I just jacked off to your back of your head.
I'm half bald back there, buddy.
No,
Really?
they
What do you
weren't.
see in the sun?
No, they wouldn't text you like that. They gotta be more subliminal than that. You might get freaked out. They gotta
Oh,
like
yeah.
lead on a little bit.
Oh no, yeah. Nowadays it'll be like subliminal fucking weird shit.
Yeah.
You be reading a meme, it'll be like Stewie's big football head. All of a sudden it shows it going up your ass. Like, hey, what the fuck? Hey, look, Stewie had nothing to do with this in this making of whatever the hell this was.
Well, we're not going to ask. We're not going to ask because everybody knows I'm talking about
Jesus.
ass.
Here go Papa Chan.
There we go. Everybody knows then we go to ass. We go thumb licking and finger
When it
sticking.
comes to anal retention, he is the boss.
And we like to make ass platters. You know, salsa,
That's
guacamole,
right.
chips. all
This
of
man
it.
can fart the national anthem. And
Fuck you.
two queefs.
Two queens. Oh shit. What about radio?
Yes.
You always like to do radio?
Yeah, I would like to do it. I'm always a fan of like Chuck and Dave the Freak. I think they got the best fucking show out there.
You know,
man,
me and
to be
Kayla, like,
honest. As far as
she's done podcasts. It's just like I was never involved. You know, none of that intrigued me. Not at all.
Right.
But it's like all of a sudden, like things changed my life. No kids here running around screaming. No girlfriend anymore. We talked about things like the fucking podcast, and I ran with it, dude. We got our merch out now. We're fucking.
We made this
We're doing
podcast.
good, dude. I'm like,
I got a shirt and mask.
yeah. It's called Shit's Wild.
Oh god.
The best part about it is like we came up with this podcast idea within 2 drunk nights. Like it was the weekend, and we had drinks on the weekend, and we talked about it. In literally 2 days, we decided something, and then the next day we woke up like, what the fuck did we name this podcast? It was like 3 different names before this, like that were fucking off the wall, retarded. Like they were so crazy, and then we came up with the knockout theory.
And then I didn't. I don't think Kayla realized until I said we're having shirts and stuff made. Well, we got our shirts and stuff made, and now Kayla took a whole fucking day today and just got all her shit up there. Merch up there, or fucking YouTube getting started. This shit's fucking gonna hit the fan, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I took a little vacation from my day
Is it
job.
like, oh yeah, Hulkamania.
That's it.
Dude, I took a vacation from my day job to focus on this podcasting, celebrate Dad's birthday, and like literally just have my fucking time to do what the fuck I want. You know, like this is fun. This to me is like so much more. I like creating. I'm a creator. You know, I'm a creator. It's how it goes.
Pose. Trick a pose. Do a Madonna.
Yeah.
Catching live footage for our
Like
Instagram.
I said in the last podcast, like Kayla is one of my fucking biggest rocks, and I've been very fucking serious about this. I think Kayla, how you say like, Kayla didn't think I was gonna take it like that. I think like, holy fuck, that's serious. We just got merch made. Like what the fuck? Yeah, I'm
Well,
serious.
no, I had hoped.
This is a change in my life. This is gonna be our new adventure. This is
I
gonna be
wanted
our
you to take
future.
it seriously. I had hoped that you
Well,
would.
That's only if you have Wild One Dano come up in his place.
In this,
Wow.
you know, Kayla is taking her time for her
Can
personal
we,
podcast.
can we take a minute of the podcast to do a birthday apple pie moonshine shot?
We're gonna do a birthday shot because it's Papa Chad's birthday.
It reminded me of the Yahoo song.
Remember
Yahoo!
that? Oh, I used to love that back in the day.
Me
I still got Yahoo Mail. That's my shit. I love it. I still can type that in and go, bye Yahoo.
Hey, I'll take one. I'll do one this
We
round.
need a shot glass. Ta-da.
Not a full one.
Yeah. Their shots are way
We're
bigger.
going to make them, right?
So we're gonna salute the
Apple
short
pie
fat
moonshine,
guy.
guys.
Happy
Tennessee
happy
Wills.
birthday, Papa Chad!
Happy birthday,
Mine's empty. Oh,
Ooh.
Wow, that's so fucking
Good
good.
shit.
Ooh, and it's so fucking strong.
it tastes
Before
like
you
apple
drink it.
juice, that one. The other stuff I
That
had
was
had that
actually pretty
cinnamon stick. It was
If anybody
hot.
doesn't know, we're drinking Old Smoky Moonshine with apple pie.
And it is good
It's
as hell.
dude, it's so good. It didn't even taste like alcohol. It's pretty good.
Oh no.
Tastes
like
like
that?
candle.
Remember, it's jar sipping whiskey.
Tastes like
Sip
candles.
it, and it tastes so good.
No, every time I hear apple pie, it reminds me of fucking
So let's get on the subject of
What does it remind you when you talk about apple
me and
pie?
Chad grew up when we were kids. My grandfather always went hunting, so I got a funny hunting story. Even I'm going tomorrow, so I made this appearance because it's my cousin's birthday. But I am going bow hunting tomorrow. I have my bow ready. I am good. All right. But when we were kids, I'll never forget my grandmother one time throwing a fit. My grandfather comes in and says, she says, "You get any deer?" No, I didn't. I shot a few, but I missed. She says, "Really? I heard you's going up there to hunt them 4-legged deer, not them 2-legged deer." And grandfather says, "Oh, you're full of shit, Jerry. God damn it, I shot 2 deer. Shot at them. I missed. I don't know if I hit them or not. We followed the blood trail. I never found them." She says, "Really?" She says, "You didn't realize I had $60 tucked in the tip of your barrel, did you?" She pulled it out right in front of him. You remember that?
I
She
remember you
pulled
telling me
the
that, like-
a roll of 20. She pulled them out and says, "Well, I'll be goddamn. You shot a dead deer. You really fucked some money up." And guess what? Grandpa was wrong. He never shot that goddamn gun. Just like she said, he was hunting 2-legged deer, not 4.
And it's a family
Oh,
heirloom now.
Yep.
I have it. And, yeah.
And I asked him if I could take it up there just in case. I like hunting with my bow. But on private land, you can hunt with a rifle up there right now. And if I shot a deer, a nice hang the head on Chad's wall over here, Grandpa's gun hanging in it. We
Hey,
need to, because
so-
Grandpa hunted with it. But at one time, I'll never forget it. That's a true story.
How long have you been hunting with a bow? Like, have you ever had a shotgun too?
First
Like-
time I ever hunted with a bow, I went to West Branch, and I was about 14 years old.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm with my friends, and they've done it all their life, and I was all excited. So I'm aiming the bow. This is no bullshit. I'm sitting in a tree stand about 100 yards from him, and we can see each other. So it's like he's teaching me, right? And I kept pulling the bow back, looking at him like, I can shoot you right now, bullshitting, being a kid. And he kept saying, "Be quiet, be quiet." All of a sudden, here comes a group of deer in a full run. And I pulled my bow back, and I shit you not, I looked down and we've been practicing all week. And I can hit the bullseye anytime I wanted to. I pulled it back and I let go. And I'll shit you not if I watch that arrow go like this in like a curly cue as it flew. And hit her. She was about 50 yards between two V's that were like V'd out. And her chest was right there. She was looking right at me, and I watched the arrow hit her. And I told him I got her, and then he's going, shut up. And I'm going, I was excited.
No.
It's buck fever. They call it buck
Right.
fever. Your blood runs through you. You're like, you can't even control it. It's so amazing.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, you're so excited. I jumped out of probably a 10-foot deer stand. I jumped out of it.
Oh my God.
He goes, "What are you doing?" I couldn't even walk down the ladder. I was so excited. I jumped, and I started chasing after the deer. Well, I never found her. I found the blood spot. We tracked it. It got dark, and I said, "Okay, I'm going back to the camp." So we both went back. Well, he woke up at about 10 minutes before I did, and he started out looking for the deer. So I went and I tracked it. I got to my blood spot. I'll never forget, it's my first deer. It's West Branch. I'm looking around in the woods, and I found the blood trail, and I keep following it. Then I found a pool of blood, like a little swampy pool of water, but it had the guts and everything in it, and it was full of blood. And then I followed where the deer was dragged after it was gutted. And I go, "Oh my God, somebody got my deer. I'm going to find this person." And I go back to camp. And it led me all the way back to our camp. We were staying in West Branch. My buddy's parents owned a lodge. So we had the whole lodge to ourselves. Big fireplace, moose head over it. And he's outside of it with the deer hanging. And he cut the hindquarters off and was cooking them in a frying pan with eggs. I said, "You ready for breakfast?" And I was like, "You son of a bitch. I thought somebody stole my first deer." And then, here's the story now. Now we're...
They kind of did in a way.
He has an old Caprice, an old, what was that? This was Buick or something? Old Caprice. But we're riding it home, right? And we're watching the right tire. It's making funny sounds. All of a sudden, the left tire falls off in the front of the car. I got my deer in the trunk. There's no shit. We're teenagers. His tire takes off. It passes us up. Boom, it's gone. He's slowly trying to edge it towards the side of the road. We stop. There's nothing around but an old farmhouse way in the distance across a bunch of fields. It's snowing like crazy. Now we got a deer in the trunk. We don't know what to do, so I got to call my mom. And I don't know, I could put a rotary phone in front of you. You ever used a rotary phone?
Yeah, I've seen one.
Listen, 200 yards to this old country house in the middle of nowhere. It looks like some shit off Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
I am a fucking 14-year-old kid or 13-year-old, in that area. I am freaked the fuck out. She says, "You could use my phone." We come in this house. It's a
Dude, that's horrible.
Now,
it
takes me 20 minutes
You're, like,
to
getting
dial
murdered.
the goddamn phone number.
You're getting
I'm
murdered.
scared to death. I'm looking at my buddy going, if she makes a move, run. If you hear a chainsaw run, this is the time Chainsaw Massacre and shit comes out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, Mom, I'm on the side of I-75. Where? West Branch. That's all I know. We're north of or south of West Branch heading home. I don't know where we're at. I get across a field. I'm on this roadie phone. Where I'm on my way. She's got a Econoline van. Shows up. Thank God. He sells the car to the tow truck guy on the way back. We get our deer out. It's sitting on the side of the road. He sells the car for $25 to the tow truck guy.
What the fuck?
Shit you not, because he has no tire. We only got 3 tires. Get right home.
But he just sells a...
This is my first deer. This is the shit I went through to learn how to hunt. You sold it for $25.
A whole ass.
The whole car, because the whole rim, tire.
Now you can buy a cheap ass little fucking dainty tire for like a little bit more than that.
No, there was no brake system left on that side. All that was gone.
But still, $25 fucking dollars. You can still sell it for like $100.
Well, we were kids, and it was like you can't
I
tow it
know,
home.
but it's fucking hilarious.
So my mom shows up on the side of the road. We got to put this deer up on her Econoline van and drive home. All the way home from West Branch, Michigan to New Baltimore, Michigan. I lived on 24 at the time. 24 and end of Bay Street. That's what we called the big house. That's when Chad and Sis and all them lived with us when we were little. It was fun. It was fun back then. But that was my first deer. So that was my experience. After all that, first I thought somebody stole the deer. Then the tire falls off the car. I'm thinking the deer's going to rot on the side of the road.
You're like, no!
And I finally get it to the butcher. But we won't go into what happened. You know, I only got to eat 1 steak out of that whole deer.
What happened to the rest of it?
Aunt Jackie or Aunt Lou, Joanne took over my house.
So we went.
Aunt Joanne took over my house at the time, and my mom was in Florida. This was a whole different story. But I only got 1 steak out of that whole deer after all that trouble. My Aunt
You're
Joanne
like, I lost a fucking car. I had a fucking panic attack for the first time in my life because I thought my deer was gone.
It's old school, but it was a hell of a time. I'll never forget it.
That's
that was
awesome.
my first deer, but my second
That's
one
a good story,
got me
man.
a rifle, and we're gonna go. Tomorrow I'm getting it. For me, it's more of a challenge. I would like to go. If a lot more hunters bow hunted rather than rifle hunt. Rifle hunt, you can just walk through the woods and see one and shoot it, okay? It's that simple, and you have to wear orange, whatever. But the bow hunt takes a little more skill, and it feels more challenging for the animals. You kind of see what I'm saying? It gives them more of an advantage.
It's more of the sport of the hunting.
Right.
You know?
Right. When you hunt with a rifle, to me, it's very unfair.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the deer could be 200 yards away.
It's just like pulling up to a
You're
fight.
not going to hit that with a bow.
You don't pull up to a fight with a gun. A gun's instant kill. You
Right.
know? Most
but
of
with
the
a
time.
bow, you feel more personal. You have to take your time a little more. You know, when you get buck fever and you got a gun, it's just as bad. I mean, you're shaking like crazy. You shoot your goddamn self. You get so bad. Because everything starts shaking because you start to breathe. You got to learn to breathe. Not get excited. That's part of buck fever.
And to be able to hold the drawback.
Everybody does it. I don't care if you're the greatest hunter in the world. If you say you never get buck fever, you are crazier than a fucking coot. You know what I'm saying? Really, honestly. Because everybody gets it, and it's overwhelming. I don't care who you are.
Like the man
it's like somebody shot you. You ever seen the movie Pulp Fiction? You remember when the girl's ODing, and she goes, "Oh, wrong number, don't bring her to my house." I don't know, you know. And he crashes, brings the girl, and she stabs her in the heart with that needle, and she pops up. It's like that. That's how instant that rush is.
Yeah.
When that deer walks in, it's like your whole fucking body trembles, your knees, and you have to literally, be prepared for it mentally and concentrate.
You know, it's
because
like
it's bad. It's really overwhelming.
You know, like that nature versus nurture thing you learn in high school or whatever. No, but like, listen. So like, it's that caveman instinct, like you know that we all have as animals,
Maybe,
like the animals that we are. You know what I'm saying?
I guess in a way, yeah.
Because like animals get that too, but it's like a dog is domesticated, it's not as bad. But like you know, they can go attack just like a cat. An outdoor cat is a lot more vicious.
Domestic animals do, and you watch it, and that is.
And you can tell the difference.
But as a
because
human,
they're more wild.
there is nothing like it. I can explain to you.
Because that's for us, that's wild. That's like our where we were derived from.
If you was to jump out of a plane, that's about as close as I can, because you could push me out of a plane.
I want to
You watch that shit. That's the things I like to hunt, and I like that adrenaline rush. But I could picture that being the same, trying to push me out of a plane.
Yeah.
I will claw your face off. You are pushing me out of a plane willingly. Now, if the plane's going down, I'm a smart man. I'm going to fucking toughen it up. I'm going to jump for it. But you ain't pushing me out of a perfect and good airplane. If we're flying along and I say, okay, just get it low, I'll jump low. I won't jump real high like some of these idiots. And skydive, kiss my ass. I'm not out to suicide. Get me wrong. I know it can be an adrenaline rush, but I don't like heights. And I've always had a fear of that as kids. But, you know, for some reason as I get older, I've always learned to fight fears.
Yeah.
You know? I used to have a dream. Everybody remembers what they call a birth dream. They call them night terrors. Do you remember those when you were kids?
Yeah.
Now, everybody experiences like that, right? Correct? I always had one. You know what mine was? I'd be pedaling a tricycle up a incline, like almost a triangle, and I never could see the end of the triangle. But behind me, it's like backpacks used to chase me. And I remember my grandmother would say, what are you seeing? You know, because I'd be awake and seeing them. And I'd say it looked like backpacks, and it's just filling the space behind you. But as I'm riding the tricycle up the hill running from them, I find a toothpick, and it's a little tiny toothpick, and I pick it up, and the toothpick goes really super huge, like really fast. Freaks me out. I drop it and just keep pedaling the bike. And as I get away from everything and I get to the edge of the little triangle where it's supposed to drop off, I wake up every time. It's called a night terror.
You know they say that the
yours?
thing when you're young,
Yeah.
the night terrors like that you have like that are like actually supposed to be like, I'm spiritual, so I think of these things, but those are like kind of remembrance of a past life. I had a friend that used to dream like she was running through the pyramids in Egypt, and she would get to a certain, she was running, so scared, she's so scared when she would get them all the time when she was little. Like her parents actually told her she got them up to like a certain age, but when she was 2, she started having them. Her parents told her like that's when she started having them. She got older, brought it up to them. They said that, but she was running through the pyramids of Egypt. And she always wants to visit
Did
Egypt.
the motherfuckers start the fucking Bengal song? Because if they did that shit, I'd be like, hold up. Walk like an Egyptian. If they started doing that shit in a dream.
No, she was just running through the pyramids, and then something had happened. She couldn't see what was behind her. Like it wouldn't let her turn around, but she was running from something fearful. And then she gets to the point, there's an edge, and it just stops. When she wakes up, like weird, like how you did.
Yeah,
and it's supposed to be a past life.
Yeah, does that mean like you can't see what's going to happen?
That's why it happens when you're younger.
Because you're in that point?
Because you die some ways. And recently in that, like that's what your recent past life was. You died in some kind of way like that. That's what they say.
I always thought of
mine
maybe a metaphor. Maybe that my mind, because I've always been a smart kid. You know I could read before I was 2 years old.
Let's go.
I could read the Bible. I used to have Bible study with my grandmother's, you know, her little, what is it, Jehovah's Witness. Remember that,
Jehovah's Witness, yes.
Chad did too. We were always, she always had us there. I was a little kid and I could read it, and it used to amaze people. My first word I remember was thy, and then God, and then I just put them all together, but I could read it. And then they would put me in the Bible study, and I remember being real little, and they'd ask me like, okay, what does this part of the Bible make you think of when we read the verse?
What's up, motherfuckers? Here on the Knockout Theory, shit's fucking wild. We get crazy, say what we want, and have the most fucking fun. And the best part? We have the ability to stream across multiple different platforms, all thanks to Anchor. You too can make your very own podcast for fucking free. Anchor streams across popular platforms such as Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and many more. So what the fuck are you waiting for? Go download the Anchor app, or go to your web browser and go to anchor.fm to get started.
And I always tell them something, and they go, you know what I mean? Because little kids look at things a lot different. And when you're told stuff, you kind of look at it literal, but to an extent.
Little kids have something to tell you. Like they see the world so much more innocent and actually how it is.
Right.
Like versus when you get older, you're like,
well, not
social.
Really as it is, because see, that's where like children like.
Well, imagination and stuff, but it's just the point of they're not blocked by like a society, 9 to 5. They're not blocked by the societal norm. Yes. They're not blocked by
their mind's
fears.
More expanded.
They haven't been through anything.
As adults, we grow up in society, sculpts our minds to think narrow.
Yeah.
We think like this. We like herds of sheep. Okay, we're going to follow this path.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be like that.
This one leads to fame, success. This one leads to semi-good life, hardworking but good life. And this one, poverty and below. You know, kind of, that's how things work.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's have a good time. It's still my cousin's birthday. Even though why we're on this podcast.
We got dark as hell.
I like getting these little points across because they are good. They're good for everybody, correct?
Right, yeah.
Right. So that is the good thing about things. But shut
Happy
the fuck
birthday.
up and bye, motherfucker. Let's say hello to my cousin Chad and Nostrovia. Happy birthday to
It's Papa
everyone.
Chad in this fucking
And Merry
broadcast.
Christmas to the world.
Salute!
Hello. It's called The Man with the Birth Vision, and that is the Celestine Prophecy. There's 2 parts to it. There's the ninth something.
Okay, I seen that, like, when I bought that book, I seen that, like, I seen that you could get another copy of it, like, there's another edition, and so...
Yes, there's 2
There's
parts
more
to
that
it.
goes on to it.
But it starts out the Celestine Prophecy, and what it's about is...
So there's more manuscripts?
Energies.
I haven't finished the book, you
Peru.
guys.
A guy from America goes to Peru,
Yeah.
and he researches high energy points, places that, produce energy.
Yeah, and he's the
people
person that
can
doesn't
feel.
believe in that kind of stuff either.
Right, so he's
like
a skeptic.
skeptical. Yeah, he's
Yes.
a skeptic.
So the skeptic goes in, but it's a very awesome book, and when it refers to like Jesus Christ, he comes to him in a vision, but Jesus Christ is referred to as the man who remembers his birth vision, and we all have had them, all of us. Like I was telling you, the night terrors.
Because we are all a part. They always say we're a
have
part
all
of God.
met one person before we were born as a spirit.
Yeah.
We are energy. How do I explain
We're
this?
stardust, and we are all a part of God.
Well,
Seriously.
no, everything's made of atoms
And matter.
and molecules. We are all connected, no matter how you look at it. To make matter, it takes molecules.
Yeah.
You have to group something up to make matter. And what it is stuff you can't see. There's so much of it, it makes us. We are invisible entities that make up our... But if you look at a human being, here's a way to look at a human being. Technically, we are gray matter that exists inside your skull.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually a human, because that's what makes up every decision you make. Your body and your outlook, or your outer shell,
Rest those functions. It's
is
nerves.
a robot.
Yeah, because if you lose all of it, you still have your brain. You could be
Your brain could create electricity. Create electricity.
Yeah.
It flows through you all the time. So if you wonder what God is, I think it's a spark.
I feel
that
like your
makes
eyes and your brain-
everybody move.
Your eyes and your brain. Even if you're blind, you do lose that, but like that's why you get like heightened But
Yeah,
your brain,
other
your eyes
senses
are really
take over.
connected
You'll
to your
use
brain.
a tenth of your brain.
Yeah.
Use a tenth of it. Think of the rest of it. What is it for?
You're keeping
Okay, you lose your sight, but then you see blind people do things that people with sight can't do.
Yeah.
You see people that have no hearing.
Was it
Things.
Beethoven that was
Beethoven
blind?
was the greatest musician ever, and he was deaf.
Okay, see, he's deaf. Okay, I knew it was
He's
something.
deaf.
Yeah, and that's crazy.
Look at what
to
he
be a
did.
musician, because I've always thought that I've always loved the way people touch the speakers.
Yes.
I've seen at like raves and stuff, where they, because when you're in a rave, even being a hearing person, you put your back against the fucking speakers at the front of the stage. It feels fucking amazing. You can feel on the floor.
Well, that depends how much ecstasy you did that day.
No, not even. Not
Hey,
even.
Are we recording? We're talking about the time I did ecstasy. Remember that?
Do you remember the chicks poke me in the eyeballs?
No, ecstasy when your friend Renee.
Oh my!
And I went out with her.
She poked me in the goddamn eyeballs.
What
You
the
guys
heck?
left. I was left there, and the 2 chicks were on the bed, and she goes, "Okay, Dan, can you get rid of this guy?" And there was one guy stuck there. I had to take him home. There's 2 girls.
The first
You
one did
left with Renee, the
I
girl
wanna
that
record
poked
that.
me in the
I
eyeballs.
want to save this.
No, wait, listen.
Sorry.
I'm sitting on a chair with Renee, first of all.
No.
Yes, and Chad goes, "I like her. She's tiny." I never did ecstasy, so I said, "Chad, let's
Big
do it."
fucking titties too.
And she was tiny, big boobs. She's a stripper, right? Well, she decides she's going to jump on me because I'm just sitting in a recliner, right? At the fucking living room. Chad never's doing this. I'm a little older, but I'm like, I never did ecstasy, so I'm like, okay, I did lots of acid, but I'm not getting that response, you know what I mean? So she jumps on me with these glow sticks, her boobs hanging out. She's going, dee, dee, dee. It goes, boop, boop, and pokes me right in the fucking eye. I threw her across the room. She leaves with Chad. We end up at what's-her-name's house out in Port Orange.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah, what's her name? That's what I'm talking about.
Yes! She
Listen.
poked me in the eyes with her fucking fingers doing the glow
I have a
stick.
question. So did she mean to, or was she doing a dance with her hands?
She was doing a dance with her hands, but poked me in both my eyes at the
On
exact-
purpose, though? Or it was like you were
I don't know, but she
Maybe
went
was
flying.
she on
That's all
E?
I know.
Was she on E?
I don't know. She went flying. It hurt. It hurt like a motherfucker. She was tiny.
She's
She
like,
went flying.
your eyes are so pretty. They'll be ripping the fuck.
I don't know. I freaked out. She went flying. That's all I know. Chad ended up leaving. I'm in the one room by myself. I saw I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I see her smoke a cigarette. I'm drinking stuff. Chad leaves with her. Now I'm stuck. Now I got to meet her at her house. And I'm stuck at this house with the strippers. The last bit of people to leave this fucking party with the DJ. And there's one guy left. And he's a retard, really. He's over there. He's singing. Who knows what the fuck he's saying? I'm just looking at these two. And I go, really? You know, and she's one of the strippers I always take care of. I go, you're going to put me in this spot. I don't think there'll be no feelings and shit afterwards. Because, motherfucker, I'm about to get there and fall deep and shit. You know what I mean? So
balls deep.
You know, so I'm thinking it's gonna be the greatest night of my life right now, buddy, because I'm hyped up and I'm, on ecstasy, but to me it don't really feel like much. And I guess it's called dirty ecstasy because it's got heroin or some crazy stupid shit in it. I didn't feel shit. I didn't see no trails or nothing. I was just wide fucking awake.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the girl poked me 9 years. There's one fucking guy. In the whole house. Everybody's gone. I'm talking a big house in Florida. Everybody's gone. DJ leaves everything, and I hear, who the fuck is that? And they look at me and go, you gotta get that guy the fuck out of here. I turn around and go, well, can we bury him or shoot him? Because I don't know what to fucking do right now. But this is not gonna happen. Of course, I had to walk that motherfucker home. Fucking story. And I got 2 naked strippers with fake boobies and everything you want to imagine.
Fake
I'm
boobies.
talking perfect bodies. It was paid for. Somebody paid a lot of money, and I was going to abuse it. But I couldn't do it. God damn it. I had to walk a fucking idiot. No, I had to walk him home.
You're like crying the whole way. You're like...
No, I'm thinking of him like, oh, goddamn, you live anywhere close, buddy? No, fuck, you live over here? No, fuck, I want to kill you. I just want to kill you. I just want to just come on where you live, dude.
Right.
So all I could think to myself is, please just, I hope we get to your house soon. And then I thought about going back there. I said, fuck it, I'm going home, go to sleep. That was funny. I don't care who you are. So I ended up walking
Her name was
home.
Renee? You sure it was Renee?
No, it wasn't Renee. I forget the girl.
Okay,
Renee was the girl you left with. That's
Okay.
the one that poked me in the eyes, getting all crazy with the glow
stop.
sticks and shit.
No. That's not the one where we did the whole weekend. We were up the whole weekend. The first time we did ecstasy. What was her name? She had big titties.
Renee. That's Renee. Big titty Renee.
She wanted to fuck me, and I couldn't fuck
Had
her.
a little daughter,
girl.
her little daughter, and you kept saying,
The daughter wasn't
"This
there."
girl." I'm going, I work at a strip club, Chad. I do not have a wife or kids. It is all yours.
But her daughter wasn't
You
there.
told me, though, you sure ain't my girlfriend, Chad. If you don't do it, I will.
Her daughter wasn't there. I didn't fuck her, but she wanted to fuck. And then
He kept
you
saying,
showed up,
"You
she
my girl."
fucked you. And then we did ecstasy. First time we did the thing. Danny's like, who the fuck are you talking to? I'm just fucking with you. I was like literally just seeing shit fucking happen.
Yeah, he's out in the living room for like an hour, and I go, who the fuck is he talking to? I go out there, Chad's like this. And then, yeah. Well, I'm like looking around going, what the fuck, somebody gonna shoot me? What the fuck is going on, Chad? But he was there with her all day, and I'm going, Chad,
I didn't fuck
it's
her.
not my girlfriend, Chad. It's not my girlfriend.
It just
She's a
didn't-
fan, Chad.
You're like, it's okay,
It
Chad.
didn't feel
She's
right.
a fan of the After Hours Club.
You're like, it's a fun. I bow to you.
She likes the party material.
But it didn't
Hit
feel
the
right.
pussy. Go for it.
It didn't feel right.
Finger
So-
gun.
So you know what he does? I leave the next day, she takes a shower, I get a call going, yeah, all right, she's all right.
Oh, I didn't fuck her.
He did the next day, don't tell the fucking lie. Motherfucker.
No, I didn't
The
feel
next
like
day, he was there all day, because I said, she says, you can stay here all you want. She knows I got to go to work, because I'm fucking constantly running bar to bar. So I'm like, well, Chad, hang out, no problem. I'll come pick you up later. He hung out, he hit that shit. If anybody thinks
No, I
that's a
didn't.
lie, I swear
I
on
didn't.
all money, that motherfucker hit that.
No, I didn't.
Because he even said she had big areolas. Yes, she
He can suck the nipples and not fuck her.
did. She said, well, he might not have fucked her, but he was sucking them areolas. I told him all night, he kept asking me, is it girlfriend? I'm thinking, what are you getting your dick half sucked and pushing her away and going, stop? You know what I'm saying?
You sure it's the same girl?
Like, not my girlfriend, it's Renee. Big titty Renee had a little daughter that used to come over on the weekend.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, yes,
But I
you
know
did.
you showed up. We got some natural eyes.
Yes.
We partied, did some fucking,
and I go, Chad, you hit that? I think that's your girlfriend. I go in the other room, I hit it, and I left for work. And you were there all
You
next
came
day.
back. You came back because I was up from Friday to fucking Sunday. No, I was up from Friday to
Kayla,
Sunday.
you alright? Kayla's over there throwing up. She can't stop laughing.
No, I spilled my drink all over my face.
Dude,
That's what she did. When she figured it out, she goes, God damn, I could have been sucking his fat little dick all day.
But I didn't fuck her. And you came back. We partied all weekend, dude. It was fucking Friday to Sunday. I didn't even sleep. The fucking sun came up Sunday.
Shit!
You had another guy come over.
She's like a what do you call a goo-goo doll? She's them chicks that follow you around like a band. Because, look at, I show up, she wants to suck and fuck me, but before I was
No, what is it called?
he's going, should I? Because she's pushing it on him going, can I
A
play with
groupie.
this? He's got it, she's got it in one hand going, can I play with this? And Chad's going, no, I gotta make a call first.
He's like, excuse me, miss.
She's got a hold of his nuts in one hand, he's on the phone in the other going, are you sure this isn't your girlfriend? No, let her jiggle away, motherfucker, let her jiggle away.
He's like, hold on, they're gonna make a phone. He was just trying to suck the dick. He's like, hold on, I gotta make a phone call.
Alright, I made a little bit of that to make it a little funny though. I had to fuck with Papa Chan on his birthday. Alright, tear me out there. But he did call me all day though, and I kept telling him that is not my girlfriend. She is like a groupie.
She was fucking hot, and I didn't fuck her.
She's an after hours club groupie. She knows where all the cocaine and stuff went to at them times.
So she was like him, like on Goodfellas.
But her fucking boyfriend was in jail.
I think it
That's
is
the
Cam.
crazy part. Her
I think it
boyfriend
is
was in
I should tell you something. Her boyfriend's in jail and you're asking me if it's my girlfriend. You guys heard that, right?
Yeah.
He says, I thought it was your girlfriend, but yet her boyfriend's in jail. I was out on the street.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, no, that was a fucking weekend, man. I was up for Friday to fucking Sunday when the sun come up on Sunday.
I remember Sunday him going, can I go to sleep somewhere? And I'm like, we're going to the house, dude.
But it was great, man. It was fucking great.
But that's the life of Papa Chad. I had to teach my little cousins, you know, I'm old. I've been around since fucking evil days really took over.
evil days. Back when they chopped your fucking heads off and fucking shit like that.
Oh, but I'll be goddamn, you ever told your parents to go fuck yourself like I see on Maury Povich? If that had been me, fuck you. I'd have ran for my dear life, dude.
Oh yeah. You just say go fuck yourself? Oh yeah. You did fuck yourself, alright.
We should get on that subject because
We're talking about
my day. If you lived in the '80s and you told your parents go fuck yourselves, 9 times out of 10 you ended up with fake fucking teeth by the time you were 12.
Yeah, you got them ping pong paddles, but they were like double ping pong paddles.
I still remember getting spanked in school. Honestly, I remember I went to Martin Luther King. I was 2 white people in the whole fucking school, and I was one of them. But I love my teachers. We had good teachers, but they didn't fuck around. You fucked around there, you got your ass whooped. And I remember bending over the goddamn thing, and they had this big ass paddle, fucking holes drilled in that bitch. Depending on what you did, you got like 1 or 2 slaps with that fucker. If you got a double slap, you're fucked. That shit hurt like a bitch, dude. But I had this one teacher, he was a really incredible guy, old black guy, but he was really smart at history. That's why I'm so good at that motherfucking history. Yeah. But he was
fucking trivia.
If he caught you talking, fucking people next to you or not paying attention, he'd catch you. And he'd catch you with a ruler. This fucking solid ass ruler is about a fucking 1/4 inch thick. And when he smacked your goddamn knuckles because you weren't paying attention, man, that teacher, but he had a way, and everybody learned there.
Respected him.
Everybody learned.
They respected him.
And you know, we gotta think. I went to Martin Luther King Elementary for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
But I have friends this day. The scars on my hands, that's a whole nother story. I got jumped 20 years later after that. One kid that remembered me from that school, black kid, drugged me out of, on the other side of Gratiot, you know what I'm talking about, over George Boulevard? He drugged me out of there. Says, Danny, and I looked at him and go, Jerome, he goes, yeah, come on, man. He says, you're gonna die over here. You shouldn't be here, man. This ain't like when we were kids. And I got to thinking to myself, what the hell happened in this world, man? You know what I'm saying? When was it when a white kid go to a whole black school and everybody know you and nobody gave you no shit over there? There was no racism. Expect that shit until when I went to South. When I moved south That's when I realized what racism really fucking was.
Yeah.
And it's bullshit. The North don't think like that.
That's the thing. Yeah.
We do not think like that here in Michigan. They do down there. But they're trying to push that shit.
And people think racism is bad here. I always
No, bullshit. I'm from the North. When I went south,
Yeah.
I seen it for firsthand.
Well,
I thought,
both.
the fuck? I didn't know how to act. I looked at them like, going, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Racism
You know
is not. There's no racism until they're taught racism.
Right. Like my kid, the N-word. You know that. I told you that. I don't like my kids saying
They don't
that.
know it until
They
they're
shouldn't
taught
say
that.
it. No black child should ever say it to another black person, period.
Yeah.
Because my kid don't know what that word means. He hears it from his older siblings, which pisses me off. Because you want to end racism, get rid of the word. Get rid of the word. The word that was invented by racist
And
people.
that's the thing. Young
My
black
kids
children.
don't know what that is. You really don't.
Young black children saying it to each
To see
other.
my older kids use it like it's just something,
just some
and then I
kind of
see
language.
black kids use it, and it insults me as a person. Period. You get rid of that word, nobody will ever ask what it means.
Exactly.
My
Get
kid,
rid of
I don't want my kid to look at me.
You don't want it present.
He has
then get rid of
autism,
it.
and his friends are black, and my neighbors are black. I fucking love my neighbors.
Yeah.
Okay? And I don't want to hear my kid ever hear that name. When my daughter comes over there, love you to death, Nyla, but I hate when they use that N-word. It's insulting to yourself, it's insulting to a race, and it's insulting to our history.
Yeah.
Understand, if you don't learn from your history, you're bound to repeat it. So learn from it. Don't say that word. It's just if you do away with that word, nobody will understand what it is nowadays. My kid doesn't understand it. He doesn't.
Because kids don't see color. Simple.
Well, my kid sees color because he says the brown kid. But he doesn't know that, it's...
But you know what I'm saying? They
says
don't see it as, okay, like, fuck you, you're brown. They're seeing it as, this is my friend.
Right.
And he's
that
brown.
word, I think we all should push for do away with that word.
Yeah, I agree.
Come up with something else. Come up with something else as teenagers, as new groups and people of this world.
Be original.
Come up with something
Be
new.
original, not live in the past.
My little olive skin friend, my little freckle friend, the words themselves. Get rid of them.
Discrimination in general.
And then we have fun. But I mean, now if you're Dave Chappelle, we can have fun like a motherfucker with that word because he is a funny son of a bitch. I don't care. I'll go here and say my race, anybody's race to follow Dave Chappelle. That's one funny motherfucker. Am I lying? Am I lying?
No, but he's a really
When he does the
fucker.
black racist, that's black doesn't know he's a racist and he doesn't know he's black. Have you seen that? It's funny as shit. You know what racism is? Racism is the Congress, the Democrats, the fucking Republicans, the Congress itself. That's where you get, because they use that as their power. All of them do. You know what? As people, we're Michiganders. Detroiters know. You don't see racism like we think racism is here. Go down south. Them fuckers are crazy. They really are, dude. You know what? I never seen it till I left here. And I told them all the time, what the hell are you talking about? I don't believe in that bullshit, because where I come from, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to teach my kid that.
No.
So I'm not going to teach him he's white, because he doesn't even know that word. So I'd be goddamn, I'm going to teach him that he's privileged.
Kids don't
had nothing that I
Kids
did.
don't see color when they're not introduced to color.
Right.
They just see we're all one.
Right. And my
When
kid,
you start separating them,
his best
that's
friend,
when they start seeing color.
TJ's little best friend is named Jordan. And he lives over by him. Little black kid. And they get in fights, fist fights and everything.
We all
But they
did.
like
Who
each
didn't?
other. But I'm saying
We
they
did.
like each other, and you could tell. They're friends.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what color. We
I'm not
all
gonna
get
teach-
fights.
I'm not going to teach
I'm
that
gonna
word.
kick your ass by the end of the
So
night.
you young kids, when you come up and your shit's dragging to the ground, I can whip out my dick and I guarantee my head of my shit will scrape the fucking ground and surprise the fuck out of you. So
Yeah.
quit playing me. God damn, you're gonna hang your shit to the ground. At least let that shit hang to the ground.
Yeah.
But other than that, Papa Chad, that's our thing on religion today, or race. And I'll be goddamn, we're Michiganders, we're
Right.
Detroiters. There is no race in Detroit.
Fuck all them motherfuckers.
Detroit's Detroit. We the big D,
Fuck a
motherfuckers.
racist.
We are the big
That's why we
D.
call it a big D. D nuts!
Because goddamn it, I got more black in my family than half the fucking state. And I give a flying fuck. And I love them all.
Go
love
outside,
every
smoke your-
motherfucking one of them the same as I love.
Go outside and take your smoke dragon dick out there.
Close this with Papa Chad's birthday. Goddamn, we've been right.
Oh, yeah!
Kayla, the mastermind behind the plan. Here we go, but we're gonna play a little bit of My Girl, a little bit of Motown. Let's bring it back home, fellas. Let's close this time with that.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Knockout Theory Fuck Your Face Friday. This Fuck Your Face Friday got deep and we went on a real note this week, and I'm proud that we did. Thanks to our guest Dano, aka Wild One. He did a great job and it was nice to have him over and nice to drink some of that moonshine. We'll see you later this week for another episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, maybe even share with your friends if you fuck with our podcast. Oh, and we're also on YouTube now, so look us up at the Knockout Theory Podcast or find us on Instagram at the Knockout Theory.